Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Gold. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be continuing onward with where we left off. So last time we got some news that Team Rocket is up to no good. This time we're going to be stopping them. Apparently they're going to a radio tower. Who knows why, but we're going to go and, stop their evil plans, whatever it is. So let's go and figure out where we need to go though. I have a feeling it's over here. Nope, it's below us. I think it's like down here. Wait, what's this? Goldenrod City Station. Cool. What do you have to say? Take over the radio tower. What? It's none of your business. Hello. So this is the radio tower. What do you want, you pest? Scram. Okay, well that's not nice. Oh no. We've finally taken over the radio tower. Now everyone will get to experience the true terror of Team Rocket. We'll show you how scary we are. Okay. So something I wanted to mention before we get too much more into this as well. Back when this channel first started in around, not August in particular, but we'll say about June, July kind of thing. I originally was looking into software in particular that could help with my microphone in terms of helping it being able to sort of like suppress like the noise, so noise suppression kind of thing. And one of my first thoughts was, oh, I could probably just use Discord's noise suppression as a way of doing it, so it records Discord's noise like sound instead of what the microphone does. But I thought that would be a really janky way of doing it. So I thought that there might be some other way of doing it, and then I found out that my microphone, or the company that makes the microphone that I'm using, does have their own software. Because I use a Yeti microphone, it is called like Blue Sherpa, I think, or something Sherpa. So I thought, oh hey, that would be great. It worked really well for me. 1 second. Too strong. We must watch you. All right. Cool. Let's say after that, you're too strong. Our plan could be ruined. I must warn the others. We're not doing that. Okay. How boring. It was far too easy to take over this place. Come on, get me amused. Okay, so back when, back when the channel first started, I downloaded this software that was supposed to be for the microphone. So I tried to mess around with the software, but of course, it was pretty basic, where it would only sort of influence the microphone volume and anything that was connected to it. So like headphones that were connected to it, kind of thing, it would affect that volume too. So I thought, well, that's not gonna help me, so I just stopped. Okay, 1 second. Again. Who are you? I'm Xilestar. Or Drathus. Team Rocket, the exploiters of Pokemon. We love being evil. Scared? Nope. So again, so back when I first started the channel, I did all that, and then by the time that I figured out that the software doesn't really help me out, I uninstalled it. So fast forward to about a week ago, I'm now trying to look for a replacement microphone that's actually way better at noise suppression, so that you guys don't hear any fans that are running in the background, because, you know, this room gets really, really warm, and, you know, I just want a cold breeze, or something else, and I don't have to close the door. So that there's no, like, outside noises coming in kind of deal. And lo and behold, I catch wind that the software that I used for this microphone now has brand new updates that it will actually allow it to use the noise suppression. So I'm still in the middle of testing that, but of course this also becomes a new problem for the channel as well. Now, technically, the stipulation that I did put for the microphone is that if I were to get a brand new microphone that does have that noise suppression, it won't be used unless this series is new, or unless it's like a new part of it. Similar to the Oblivion mod playthrough, when it's a new mod, it gets that sort of treatment. so you can see the evolution of that. But like Oblivion modded playthrough, Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, they're all being categorized as that. The current version of Serica Craft, they're all being piled onto this sort of format. So all those series will not be affected by it. But I do want to test it on one series just to see how well it works. Now, of course, there is something that I'd still test around with it, get the finer points done and all that stuff. Now, okay, so before I started recording, so let's get the first thought through before I continue onward. I'm not reading their dialogue anymore, I'm just continuing on with my story. Anyway, so earlier this week, I downloaded the software and it said like, oh, your microphone needs an update. So I thought, well, that's kind of weird. Okay, whatever. So I'll just update it. So I updated it, and then it says like I need a new software. That is because it was bought by a different company. So I go, okay, so I'm gonna go get it. And then I go and sync it through here. Now I'm able to noise suppress everything, so I'm really happy about that. But I haven't fully tested it out yet. So I'm going to be testing it out throughout this week, trying to get a good idea of it. I have tested because if I'm looking at OBS right now, if I were to stop talking, have nothing running in the background, my microphone would hang around negative 55 decibels. Now, of course, you could be saying like, oh, that's really good, like, that's not a lot, but that's with nothing. That's with that's with Cube and Monochrome running in the background. That's it. That's all that is. And I'm very angry at the fact that like I can never get that down. If I had my if I have my really loud fan in the background running with the window open so I can get the cold air from outside inside this room, it'd still be around that area, maybe slightly worse. And I get really angry because this room gets really, really toasty very quick because it's got 2 computers running. And if I need my laptop, that's 3 computers running. And in order for me to see Cube's screen without remoting in from this computer, I have to use my television, which is another thing that generates heat, plus also the monitor that I'm seeing this game through. So we also have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something very, very simple. So once I get through all the sort of normal, sort of like nitty-gritty stuff, get all that stuff done and over with, the thing that I'm going to do in particular about how I'm going to be doing the whole microphone situation is that the normal series won't be affected by it, but the earliest I can say that will, the early series that you guys will expect this microphone being, that is, if I'm remembering correctly on how this works, on how, the upload schedule is, I have been very pressed for time, so I've been rushing here and there kind of thing. But as far as I can remember, the next series that will be brand new that you guys can expect, this new microphone idea system kind of thing, is going to be in November, in the November 18th to be exact, because that's when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out. And you guys will be hearing the microphone at its peak goodness kind of thing. And the actual really funny thing about it is that it is completely toggleable. I just increased the microphone volume again. I don't know why, but for some reason though, there was a software that used to change it. I got that reversed. But now for some reason, according to this new software, it got decreased down to 50. But I didn't do that. And as far as I am aware of, there is no other applications that would have actually have done that. So unless I am mistaken, and there is one that did that, without my knowledge, there should be no reason why my microphone volume went from 80, which is where it is now, which is where it was beforehand, back during the early times of the channel, to 50, which is where it was. Now, in case anybody is wondering why I don't just put the microphone at 100 and just raise everything up, is because by the how I judge this stuff is based off of what I see off of OBS. Right now, I'm still hitting at the close end of the green to yellow. And sometimes when I finish my sentence and start a new one, I jump to yellow close to the red. And that's kind of where I want to be, is like that green close to the yellow kind of thing. But like when I'm already like a fourth, maybe a sixth, maybe all the way down to like getting to be finished kind of thing, like getting started, it's like, then what are you doing then, microphone? But at the very least though, like, it'll be toggleable, but I'll be able to toggle it on all the time. I just got to go through a bunch of testing to make sure that it actually works the way that I want it to. Which is sort of like, you don't hear the computer fans, you don't hear like the fan that's bringing in the cold air from outside kind of thing. You don't hear those. And at the end of the day, like, I don't need to close my door because I'm trying to keep all the fans that are outside of this room noise, like, out of this room. Because I know that lately or not lately, but like I know one comment recently was like, oh, you need to raise your microphone volume. And it was really weird because it was from a series that I did early this year. And I was really confused by that, and I'm like, can't you like I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but that series is done and over with. Like, unless that series comes out with like I almost said a mod, it comes out with DLC, or you know, like I want to create a cool like goofy challenge kind of thing, I'm not going back to that game. Like, I'll play it on my own time, sure, but I'm not playing it for the channel unless there's something that I want to do with it. I've already caught all the legendary Pokemon, so there's nothing we need to worry about that. I've already finished all the side stories and stuff like that. I still haven't done that last the last race thing, I think, but that's it. Other than that, yeah, I think that's the only thing that still needs to be done, but I'm gonna do that on my own time when I get enough time and I don't need to record anything and I have that long leisure break like I'm so used to. If you're new to the channel, if you want to know, if you're new to the channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, before, I think it was around early this year, maybe it was late last year, close to early this year, I used to be able to upload like a month ahead of time. So like, you guys would be seeing what I put for January, meanwhile February is already finished being uploaded. You're just waiting for that day to arrive. And same thing with March and then April and stuff like that. By the time we've hit, I think it was August. I think it's around August. I stopped doing that because I got sick and tired of it. And I sort of just stopped recording videos and started doing my own shenanigans kind of thing to try and occupy my time. But of course, now we're in close to the end of it. Like, we're already in, like, middle of October, I think? No, but close to the middle of October. Like, we're getting pretty close to being there. And again, like, I am still having, like, some issues with this. But anyway, it's fine. And even with this, though, like, I'm only recording, like, 6 video sessions. It's not, I don't want to say it's not healthy for the channel, but it's not healthy for me to do it. Because I'm so used to doing longer videos and longer sessions kind of thing. So instead of me doing 6 videos, I'm usually doing like 8, 10, 12. But now I only have energy specifically for like only 6 videos now, and it's like there's something that has to change, and I'm trying to figure out where that change needs to be. So that's why when Scarlet and Violet come out, hopefully that energy will spark back, kind of thing. And especially with the new series that's going to be replacing, I think, StarCraft for a short bit, hopefully that will sort of do the same exact thing, where it'll give me that spark that when I need to do things, it'll happen. Because I think that it would be very cool and amazing to do. And especially with Scarlet and Violet, where I haven't actually seen any of the... Like, I haven't seen any of the new, what's it called? The new trailers since, like, since, what was it? It was, I think, the regional